Nick Rutter from McKee's37.com, and I have Yvan Lacroix, worldwide trainer for everything detailing.
You name it, I train it.
And he's here in the trademark garage, and he's going to show me how he performs a rinseless wash using an assortment of McKee's 37 products, with the N-914
right
being the main product for this application.
Exactly. So 914, one of my favorite Porsches, but yeah. I know that's not why it was named. So there's a secret behind that.
Yes,
you'll have to attack Nick for that.
Yeah.
We're not going to say it here, but nonetheless, we have 3 gallons of water in the McKee's bucket.
Yep, in our Carolina detailing cart.
Yeah, and it's got a grit guard in there. Now the grit guard is an important component. It will keep the dirt from resurfacing.
So the dirt comes down here and it gets trapped in these fins. Is that right?
Yeah, and it just keeps your wash media off of the dirt that's in the bottom of the bucket as well. And the grit guards, the real grit guards, sink to the bottom, because there are knockoffs.
And we have the real one, by the way.
Yeah, I know. So the real grit guards, they sink to the bottom. They're made in the USA. They're a great product, and the Lambs, great family.
Awesome.
It's a family-owned company. So
yep.
Now, one of the things with a rinseless wash is you don't want to do the famous glug method. You actually want to measure it out. So what's the dilution ratio of the N-914?
You're going to use an ounce for every 2 gallons of water.
Okay, so 256 to 1.
256.
Yeah, exactly. Which is pretty much a
industry standard.
Industry standard, and it's a nice dilution ratio: half an ounce to a gallon, or 1 ounce to 2 gallons.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's go. Now your caps. It's a half ounce cap.
That's correct.
Just happens to be an easy measuring.
It's easy peasy.
Yeah.
And for those of you that aren't familiar with a rinseless wash, if you look around, if you look at our backdrop here, we're in a garage.
Yeah.
It's air conditioned. So with a rinseless wash, you're not dragging out a hose.
Yeah.
You're washing a panel with a special solution and you're drying it.
Right. And for those of us that are from the north, you have a heated garage.
Yeah. So we don't have that here.
As opposed to an air conditioned garage. So we have 3 gallons of water.
Let me get my calculator out.
So easy math, 3 capfuls. Smells great. Rinse out your cap.
Green apple.
Now, one of the things I like to do when we don't have the capacity to use a hose is to pre-spray. Just get a little bit on there so it can start emulsifying the dirt, lifting it off the surface before we attack it with our wash media.
Okay.
A lot of people say, well, how do I dilute it into a bottle? Very easy.
I can see where you're going with this.
Yeah, you already have the right dilution in your bucket.
That's ingenious.
Just get it from your bucket. Because this is what, a 32 ounce bottle?
36 ounce, actually.
36 ounce bottle. Well, a 36 ounce bottle, you need to put about 3.6 drops of the product. You
got to figure it out before I did.
Yeah, the dilution ratio is very, very low.
Yeah.
So you don't need a lot. And by the way, for those of you that are metric, it's, the 256 to 1 is easy. It's basically, you round it off to 250 to 1. So 4 milliliters to a liter.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Because a liter is 33.8 fluid ounces, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it's 1,000 milliliters.
Milliliters, yeah.
So divide by 4, 250.
Yep.
Easy.
Got it.
And for pre-spraying, it's as simple as, we want it in spray though, not in stream.
Yep.
Yeah. So a nice.
This is the real world.
Yeah. Nothing was rehearsed.
Yeah.
We'll get it. There we
go.
So we just want a little mist. You don't need a lot on the surface. You don't need to drench the surface. Just to get it on there, and you can leave it. Now, N-914, what happens if it dries on the surface?
You just re-wet it, no issues at all.
Okay, very good. So no water spots?
Oh, no water spots. There's no phosphates. There's nothing bad in this formula.
No phosphates. Does it have water softeners in it?
It does. Yes.
Okay, great. So the water softeners allow you to, if you have minerals on the surface, it's not going to encrust them into the surface. It's actually going to help them remove.
Correct.
Yeah. So wash media, we have a lot of different possibilities. A lot of people like using microfiber towels. Some like using the noodle mitt or the alien mitt, I believe.
The alien wash mitt, micro Chanel, whatever you want to
call it.
Yeah,
exactly. So we'll use the wash mitt. Now I don't like to have it soaking.
So you wrung out most of it.
Just a little bit.
Very good portion.
Yeah, so it's at the verge of dripping.
Got it.
You know, you don't want to make a mess in your garage. I don't necessarily put my hand inside the mitt. My hand's a little bigger than the cup, so it takes time.
Fair enough.
And with a rinseless wash, we're not scrubbing. We're literally applying the N-914 to the surface.
Yep.
And letting it do the work. So we'll see how it immediately beads up, and it's gathering the dirt, together. Bringing it together.
Okay.
And you can see the dirt on the wash media here. So It wasn't a clean car. I know on camera, you can have the dirtiest car in the world and it still looks clean.
Yeah,
so
people are going to comment, you know.
Yeah. The car was already clean. No, the car wasn't already. When's the last time you washed your vehicle?
It's been, with all the shows and everything, about 2 months.
Yeah. So, and this is actually Nick's daily driver.
It is. I have the Camaro for Fridays.
Yeah.
It's a family truckster.
So, see, dirt.
Yep.
Yeah. So it washes right out of the mint.
Yeah, that's nice. When we developed this formula, it was important to us that it doesn't stain the wash media.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though the dirt might be removed from the wash media,
right?
Us being car guys or detailing enthusiasts, we see the dirt stain and we don't like that.
Yeah. Now for drying it off, it's as simple as using your microfiber towel. And this is a twist loop towel.
Yep, that's our Glacier 1100.
Yep.
1100 GSM.
Nice towel.
Available in lots of sizes.
But when you're drying, especially if you're a professional detailer, just washing your car is not necessarily profitable. You want to add a bit to it, and you want to give your customer more. Yeah. One of the ways of giving your customer more is this.
A clear sealant.
Clear sealant. So 10-minute paint sealant, and 10-minute refers to the time that it should take you to apply it to a vehicle.
Yeah. Call it the moneymaker.
Yeah, and in this scenario, it's actually going to be like the 30-second paint sealant because you're already washing the vehicle, and all you need to do, brand new bottle. There we go. So a couple sprays on the surface.
Smells good.
And you're using that as a drying aid and spreading it on the surface. So now we've washed it and sealed it because N-914 leaves absolutely nothing on the surface.
Correct.
It has the capability of actually being used as a pre-wash for a coating.
Yes, so after you do all your polishing steps, you can dilute 914 to 1 part concentrate, 8 parts water in a spray bottle.
Right.
And it'll remove the polishing oils, so your coating will bond.
Exactly. So now we have a washed and sealed surface.
That feels pretty good.
Yeah. Now, your car has a bit of contamination on it.
It does, yeah.
Do you have a credit card?
I've got about 12 of them.
Yeah, well, I'll take one.
And I carry no balance.
Very good. We'll be sure to show your number to everyone.
Yeah.
No. The reason I asked for a credit card, a couple of reasons. You know, detailers for years, we've been using the sandwich bag or the cellophane off a cigarette wrapper or whatever to check for contamination. A lot of customers see that as a trick. Well, if you ask the customer for their own credit card, it's theirs. It's not a trick. It's not something you brought to the table. Secondly, it's proof that he can pay me. And we can actually feel the contamination.
That's right.
And we can hear it.
Oh yeah, yeah, I can.
Yeah,
it's almost like a light sandpaper texture to it.
Right.
The bonded contaminants.
Yeah. So the bonded contaminants, we want to remove those. There's a safe way of removing them that will not require polishing afterwards. Because most times we use a clay towel or a clay bar, we need to polish afterwards. But if we have a thick enough lubricant, that lubricant is actually going to help us to remove those bonded contaminants without marring the surface.
And bonded contaminants are, what is not removed during the wash process.
No,
they're better adhered to the paint.
Yeah, they're bonded. It's brake dust. It's exhaust soot from diesels. It's all sorts of airborne pollutants. It's there's some natural items as well, tree sap, things like that.
Yep.
That, just fall on make a mess of your vehicle. So we reapply N-914. Now we washed and dried it, but you don't need to do that. It's in your first application. We're just going to apply the N-914. So now it's applied to the surface. And we're going to use fast wax. And we're actually going to turn the sprayer on.
I like that.
Yeah. And it's a new sprayer, so we have to prime it. And you can see the thickness of the wax here. It's, you know, it's not a
glorified detail spray.
No, exactly.
It is a real wax in
Yeah.
the form of a spray.
Right. So, and we'll put it on spray, not stream. Couple sprays. Now we're going to use our clay mitt, sorry.
I hope you guys are taking notes.
Yeah. Where we put the spray on is where we put our clay mitt.
Got it.
Now, no pressure on the clay mitt, and we can actually hear the contamination.
Yeah. Getting shaved off.
Yeah. And again, I have no pressure whatsoever on this mitt. The less pressure you apply, the better it is.
Yep. And the clay mitt is a microfiber mitt and has a rubberized polymer coating on it that has ridges and grooves. And a clay bar, it shaves off the contaminants and they stick to the bar. While clay mitt, it shaves them off and then they're suspended in the liquid, which is then wiped away with the rinseless wash.
Now, your clay mitts do need to be cleaned once in a while because they will pick up dirt. It will somewhat embed into the clay surface. So what you need to do is take your all-purpose cleaner and once in a while, or after every vehicle or two, spray it on, brush it off, make sure to rinse it off completely.
Yep.
And now we're not hearing that contamination anymore.
No, it sounds buttery smooth.
A little bit here still. But what I'm doing is I'm spreading the wax using the clay mitt. And once we're done, we dry it off. So a vehicle this size, you're looking at 20, 30 minutes, and you can wash, clay, and wax in one operation.
So if you're doing it for your own vehicle, you're going to save a lot of time. But if you're a detailer, you'll be making a ton of money.
Exactly.
So theoretically, I mean, if you can dial this process in like you said, 30 minutes, you know, once you've done a few, you get experience.
Yeah.
You could do how many cars in a day? What's that, 15, 16 cars?
Yeah. Basically, if you're working an 8-hour day, you can do 16 cars. Industry average for a service like this is around $100.
That's pretty good money. Do the
Yeah.
math.
Yeah. You know, and it's not something that requires a high skill level, but customers love it because now you've got a glass smooth surface, you've got no contamination, and you didn't mar the paint. It doesn't need polishing. Look.
It looks great.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And better yet, with this system, since you're not dragging out a hose, you can put the lid on the bucket. You can throw the cart in the back of your car.
Yeah.
And you can do mobile detailing, you know, go to someone's place of work.
Yeah.
And do this in the parking lot without ever talking to them, disturbing them, asking for a hose, and you're caring for the environment.
Exactly.
Being aware of it.
Not only are you caring for the environment, you're caring for your pocketbook.
Yeah.
As detailers, we need to be profitable. You know, one of the major components of customer service is profitability. If you are not profitable, you will not be there to serve your customer the next time they need you.
That's true.
So we need profitable services like this, but they're services that the customer loves. You're giving the customer what they want, and you're saving time in doing it. And you can not only wax the surface, the paint, but we can do the glass, we can do the trim, we can do the wheels, we can do the chrome, anything, any exterior surface of the vehicle can be done.
And to the customer, they come out to the car, and all they see is glassy, smooth, slick paint.
Right.
And they're happy.
Yeah.
That's all that matters, right?
Now, there's a few other things we can add to this if we want to. So before taking that wax off, because in the McKee's 37 system, you guys have one chemist. One chemist is on staff here.
SEC.
Yeah. So synergetic chemical compatibility.
Yep.
Meaning that they're designed to work together. And in that design to work together aspect of it, when we have the N-914 and the fast wax on the system, if you want to upgrade the customer to a sealant, we can add a spray of 10-minute sealant.
Nice upcharge.
Right. Or we can actually add the ceramic.
That's true.
Yeah. Because you have a number of ceramic products.
Oh, we've got a complete ceramic line.
Yeah,
we have something for everything, Ivan.
Exactly. So there we have it. Very simple, easy, quick system to make your car look good, protect it, and clean it. You know, not only clean it, but decontaminate.
Well, and economical too. I mean, besides from the detailing standpoint, you know, the labor and the process, but I mean, a gallon of 914
last years for a home user.
Oh, last you forever, and then you only do a couple sprays of this guy.
Yeah.
This will, 8 ounces, hyper concentrated. So the clay mitt lasts a lot longer than a clay bar.
Right.
Way longer. And God forbid if you drop it, you can hose it off,
inspect it, give it a little rub with your wash media just to make sure it's clean. And you can actually keep it in the bucket for a professional detailer, it's using, detailing relatively frequently.
Yeah.
If you're not going to use that clay mitt for a couple of days, bring it out of the bucket, let it dry. But if you're using it on 4 or 5 cars a day, just keep it in your bucket.
Keep it in there,
Yeah.
So this is another approach to detailing, and it's a more profitable approach for detailers.
Exactly.
Versus spending 2-3 hours with a hose.
Yeah.
You got suds, you're inconvenienced, you can't do
Yeah.
apartments. I mean, it's
No, exactly.
And
And, I, for one, enjoy once in a while the meditative qualities of a paste wax.
I do as well.
Yeah.
We have 2 of them.
All right. But a paste wax, like any form of waxing, it's wax on, wax off.
Yep.
You have to be careful of trim. You have to be careful of different things not to get it on there. Well, with this, you're not only waxing the paint, you're waxing the whole vehicle.
Yeah, the glass, the wheels, the trim.
Yeah, even the plastic trim is not going to be damaged.
Oh, yeah, the headlights. I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
exactly.
Go down the list. I mean, it's
Yeah.
total vehicle enhancement.
Exactly.
Well, cool. Well, Yvan,
Thank
thanks
you,
for
Nick.
joining me in the Trademark Garage. And if you like videos like this, what do?
You subscribe and even hit that little bell, because when you hit that little bell beside the subscribe, you get notified every time Nick puts out a video.
And we do a lot of videos.
Yes.
Thank you very much.